Growing up, I had a curly hair. I was like wild, untamable curls that seemed to have a fun in life on their own. And no matter what everyone would say, I could not stand them. And I was convinced that straight hair were uh, the, the beauty standard. And so I turned into straightening them. But when I would chemically straighten them, it would give me the sense of self-love just for a moment. And then when my curly hair would start growing back again, it would devastate me and frustrate me again. And this battle with my hair was really exhausting. It was taking so much time, so much effort, so many products. And frankly, at the end, it took toll on my self-esteem. And then I remember one day I asked myself, why am I fighting so hard? Something that is naturally part of me. That was the beginning of my transformation. So I started to look at my curls from a totally different perspective. I realized that I just didn't know how to deal with them. So I was watching lots of videos on YouTube, on Instagram, how to make curly hair. And I realized when I embraced them, something inside me shifted. I began to feel more authentic, more aligned with who I am supposed to be. This wasn't just about accepting my hair, it was about accepting myself. And here is something fascinating I discovered. When you start to embrace any parts of your body you dislike, those parts themselves begin to transform in your eyes. And this is not about changing your physical attributes, like losing weight. I'm talking about the parts you were born with and have always seen as flaws. When you change the way you see them, you change the way you feel about yourself. I'm not advocating about those changes that genuinely bring you joy and confidence. Because if you have a big mole on your nose and you really feel uncomfortable with that, remove it. But I am inviting you to consider that maybe, just maybe, the journey to liking those parts of your body starts with a simple act of self-acceptance. And it wasn't easy for me to accept that I have a curly hair. And you might think, yeah, Anna, they look good. They did not look good when I was growing up. Trust me. This is just because I decided to embrace my natural beauty, that I've learned how to deal with that. And still learning. But if you're listening to this video and you think, I will never, ever love my big nose. Well, I can tell you that I know many, many women who were not happy even after they pursued the surgery, even after they cut their stomach on a half to lose the weight, even after they put the Botox in their lips. It didn't solve their inner problem. And they just kept changing themselves until one day they just become truly ugly. They're seeking an external validation. When you feel yourself with love on the inside, the need for external validation begins to fade. And you start to realize you are so beautiful, not for how well you fit into the society's standards, but for how true you are to yourself. So thank you for listening. And remember, loving yourself is the most beautiful journey you can embark on.